I'm recording. Okay, I'm gonna start making these videos a little shorter, but this is an update of the books I read. One being, I took the cover off because I don't like covers on my book. I like the rawness of a book, I suppose. But the book I read, Subtle Art of not giving, whatever. And Atomic Habits. So I read those. I read chapter ones anyways. I didn't read the entire book because I probably could have finished half the book by now, but I'm trying to actually actively read these books. So I wrote little notes. But I finished chapter one, and I took little notes, a few notes. I wrote them on little cards. So I underlined everything that I felt potent, important, and inspirational, or encouraging. So I have little, I guess, underlines here, there, underlined, like all that. So that's what I'm doing. But anyways, what I got from chapter 1, which is titled, for a motivation book, for an inspirational book, it is actually titled Don't Try. Okay, that's interesting. But basically it's just telling you, don't try too hard to be what you want to be. Just, it comes either naturally, or just do what you need to do, and what you want to accomplish would be accomplished. Try too hard and you kind of lose focus. It, I guess it also says, don't focus, try to be happy, because if you try to be happy, all you're doing is telling yourself you're not. So it's interesting. I like that point of view, but these are the kind of notes I wrote down. One that says, the desire for more positive experience is itself a negative experience. And the paradox, the acceptance of one's negative experience, is itself a positive experience. In other words, the desire for more positive experience, if you desire for a positive experience, you're only admitting to yourself that you don't have a positive experience. So, and the acceptance of one negative experience is, in life, not everything's going to work out, and if you accept that, you're going to have a better life. So not everything is going to be perfect for somebody. That's essentially what I got from that. Another one that I wrote down is, this fixation of the positive only serves to remind. Let me start that one over again. This fixation on the positive only serves to remind us over and over again of what we are not, of what we lack, of what we should be, but failed to be. In other words, again, don't focus on trying to be happy. Don't focus on trying to achieve this. Don't focus on having a positive, happy day, because you're just constantly reminding yourself that you are not those things. So that's essentially what that was saying. And the last one is actually, the avoidance of suffering is a form of suffering. So if you avoid intentionally all the pain and suffering you go through, if you avoid all the obstacles that bring you down, then you're actually avoiding the how to address them. You're avoiding how to live with them, because regardless who you are, how wealthy you are, how unwealthy you are, how smart you are, how unsmart you are going to have your obstacles in life. It's just inevitable. So you have to accept that as a part of your life. You can't avoid them. And then the other book that I read, I took some notes on that one. And that one essentially is telling you, don't make goals. I mean, you can have goals in front of you, but don't just live by the goals. You have to have a system working for you. A goal will be, I was going to read this book, but the system is getting into a habit of reading this book. My goal is to finish this book. My system is being actively in reading this book, and setting a schedule aside, set a schedule aside to read this book. So there's a difference between a goal and a system. And if we just set goals before us, we'll always fail, because no matter what, even if you reach that goal, once the goal is over, then you're no longer happy, and then you feel there a sense of void. But if you create a system, then the system continuously goes on. I mean, that's what I got from this book. One of the things that I read from it is, let's see, goals are about the result you want to achieve. Systems are about the process that lead to those results, which is a good information. Tiny margins of improvement in everything you do. In life, you have to make tiny improvements. Work on the big thing, and you're overwhelmed by it. So this is telling you to work on the small things a little bit at a time, and they gradually become the big things. But anyways, so these are the books I'm reading. I've read chapter 1 on both of them. Tonight I'll be reading chapter 2, making notes, and probably in a few days I'll have notes on that. But I don't want to give too much away for the book, as I think it's important that you go out and buy these books. They're actually very informative, so I don't want to give out too much and take sales away from the books themselves. But other than that, I guess that's pretty much it. I'm still searching for a job. Should be getting one soon, I hope. Crossed fingers. Still working on my book. I decided not to read, or maybe I will in the future, read all of chapter 1, because there's just something unnatural about me reading into a camera. Talking freely without notes is what I'm more comfortable doing, I suppose, because I know I'm going to make mistakes, and I'm comfortable with making mistakes. I'm comfortable with not editing myself and coming off as someone who doesn't, who has to search for the words. I'm comfortable with being that. I'm comfortable with being, with my flaws, I suppose. I've been growing up with flaws, so I'm comfortable with them. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to make these quick, short videos to the point, and that's it. Well, anyways, life is what you make it, and have a good one. Take care. Bye.